S.N. Mane, Assistant Professor, Kekewa College of Agricultural Engineering and Technology, Nashik. Today we will learn about dimensional analysis of free convection. Free convection is nothing but one of the type of convection heat transfer, in which transfer of heat between fluids it is takes place by density difference of the molecules. So let's we start the derivation. Before that, we will see some steps in order to find out the dimensional analysis of free convection. In free convection heat transfer process, convective heat transfer coefficients depends upon some parameters or the variables except the velocity of the fluid. It is on account of fact that in free convection, motion of the fluids which is takes place due to the difference in density of the various layers of the fluids caused by the temperature difference. The fluid velocity in case of free convection, it is depends upon following parameters, in which first parameter is the temperature difference between solid surface and the bulk fluid, which is denoted by delta T. Then acceleration due to gravity G, and coefficient of volumetric expansion of the fluid, which is given by beta. Then the change in volume when temperature changes can be expressed as dV equals to V1 beta into bracket temperature difference T2 minus T1, where dV is called as a change in volume, which is given in meter cube. V2 minus V1 we can write like this. Then beta is the coefficient of volumetric expansion of fluid, which is expressed in meter cube per meter cube degree Celsius. Then T2 is the final temperature and T1 is the initial temperature, both of expressed in degree Celsius. Therefore, the free convection heat transfer coefficient is the function of the variables or the parameters which are given in table number 3. Let's see which are that parameters. See, the variables are totally 8, in which fluid density is the first parameter, which is shown by symbol rho, whose dimension is ml raised to minus 3. Then dynamic viscosity of the fluid shown by mu, its dimension is ml raised to minus 1, t raised to minus 1. Thermal conductivity of fluid is K, whose dimension is ml t raised to minus 3, theta raised to minus 1. Specific heat of the fluid given by Cp, its dimensions are L2, L raised to 2, t raised to minus 2 and theta raised to minus 1. The characteristic length of the heat transfer is shown by D and its dimension is L. Temperature difference between surface and the bulk fluid, it is given by delta T and its dimension is theta. Coefficient of volumetric expansion shown by symbol beta, whose dimension is theta raised to minus 1. Acceleration due to gravity is G and its dimension L, t raised to minus 2. Now let's start the derivation of that dimensional analysis of the free convection. Here convective heat transfer coefficient is expressed as a function of, see, a number of parameters has given right from density to the coefficient of expansion. Volumetric expansion. However, in free convection, delta T beta into G, it will be treated as a single parameter. Okay, it means product of temperature difference, coefficient of volumetric expansion and the gravitational force or the acceleration due to gravity. It is treated as a one parameter, as the velocity of fluid particles. It is the function of these parameters. Therefore, this equation can be expressed like this: function of convective heat transfer coefficient, then density, coefficient of dynamic viscosity, then thermal conductivity, specific heat, characteristic length of area heat transfer, then velocity of the fluid particles, it is equals to 0. Convective heat transfer coefficient, it is, as we have seen in the video of forced convection also, it is dependent variable and remaining are the independent variable. So we find out the number of pi terms by the difference of number of variables and the number of fundamental units. As the number of fundamental units are the 4 and variables are 7. So our number of pi terms are the 3. These non-dimensional pi terms control the forced convection phenomena and are expressed as function of pi 1, pi 2 and pi 3 equals to 0. Now, each pi term is written in terms of repeating variables and one other variable, and the following repeating variables are selected as a first is the dynamic viscosity mu, its dimension has given ml raised to minus 1 t raised to minus 1. Then thermal conductivity K, its dimensions also has given. Then fluid density, it is given by rho, and its also dimensions has shown ml raised to minus 3. Then characteristic length D, having fundamental dimension capital L. Now each pi term is expressed as a pi 1 equals to mu raised to A, K raised to B, rho raised to C, capital D raised to D. Here these devices ABCD has given in power terms. So mu raised to A, K raised to B, rho raised to C, D raised to D, comma H. Writing down each term in above equation in terms of fundamental dimension, we have written their dimensions. Pi 1 has dimension m raised to 0, L raised to 0, T raised to 0, theta raised to 0. Here dynamic viscosity, thermal conductivity, density, characteristic length of area heat transfer and convective heat transfer, the dimensions has given. Now comparing one by one fundamental units ml, t, theta. So let's we start from powers of m. See here, right hand side has 0, it is compared with the right hand side, left hand side is 0 and powers of m toward the left hand side, right hand side. Here a plus b plus c plus 1. So a plus b plus c equals to minus 1. We get the value of this a plus b plus c. Now comparing the power of L, we get that left hand side all the fundamental units are 0. Right hand side, see here, minus a, multiply this a, b, c, d to the inner terms. Minus a plus b here plus c and plus d. Comparing the powers of t, we get here 0 equals to minus a, then here t raised to minus 3 is there, so minus 3b is there, then t is 0 here, so minus c and minus 3 here, minus 3. Equation is 0 equals to minus a minus 3b minus c minus 3. Comparing the power of theta, we get that 0 equals to minus b, theta raised to minus 1 into b, so it is minus b, then minus 1. This is the minus 1. So value of b, it is equals to minus 1. Now substituting the value of b from equation 8 in equation 5, we get the value of a, it is equals to 0. Then substituting the value of a and b, we get the value of c as 0. Again we putting all these 3 a, b, c in equation 6. So we get the value of d equals to 1. Now combinedly we put all the 4 values of a, b, c, d in equation number 4. So we get the pi terms, pi 1 terms. Pi 1, it is equals to mu raised to a k raised to b, rho raised to c, d raised to capital small d, and rho. So here we put all the values of a, b, c. Here a, b, c, a and c are the 0. So here mu terms and rho terms is 0. So remaining terms are hd, this is hd divided by k. Now this is pi 1 term hd by k. The second pi term is expressed as pi 2 equals to mu raised to a, k raised to b, rho raised to c, capital D raised to small d, and variable parameter the cp. Again we put all the dimensions here toward the left hand side and right hand side. Same, comparing the power of m, we get 0 equals to here a plus b plus c. This is your equation. Now comparing the power of L, we get 0 equals to minus a plus b minus 3c plus d plus 2. Comparing the power of t, we get 0 equals to minus a minus 3b minus 2. Then comparing the power of theta, we get 0 equals to minus b minus 1. So b value will become minus 1. Putting this value of b in equation number 6, from equation 16 to equation number 15 here. So we get the value of a as a 1. Put the value of a, b, c in equation number 13. So we get the value of c equals to 0. Then a, b, c put in equation number 14. So we get the value of d as a 0. Now put all the value of a, b, c, d in equation 12. So we get the pi 2 term. Pi 2 equals to mu raised to 1, k raised to minus 1, rho raised to 0, d raised to 0, and cp. So here pi 2 we get as a cp mu by k. It is called as a Prandtl number. Third term, pi term, it is expressed like this. Here mu raised to a, k raised to b, rho raised to c, capital D raised to small d, into bracket delta t, rho into g. Sorry, beta into g. It is the velocity of the fluid. Again putting here all the dimensions and comparing the powers of mlt theta, we get a plus b plus c equals to 0. Comparing the power of L, we get here minus a plus b minus 3c plus d plus 1 equals to 0. Comparing the power of t, we get 0 equals to minus a minus 3b minus 2. And lastly, by comparing power of theta, we get 0 equals to minus b, means b equals to 0. Put the value of b in equation 23, we get the value of a equals to minus 2. Then from a and b value, we get the c equals to 0. By putting a, b, c in equation 21, we get the value of d equals to 3. Then from equation number 20, pi 3 terms equals to mu raised to minus 2, k raised to 0, rho raised to 2, d raised to 3 into bracket delta t beta g. Now here pi 3 equals to k will become 0, sorry 1, then remaining terms will be rho raised to square, d raised to cube, delta t beta into g divided by mu raised to 2. So pi 3 terms will becomes d cube delta t beta g divided by v square, density upon mu square. Density upon dynamic viscosity, it is nothing but a kinematic viscosity. Substituting the values of pi 1, pi 2, pi 3 in equation 30, we get that function of hd upon k mu cp upon k d raised to 3 delta t beta upon g upon beta into g, sorry, divided by mu raised to 2 equals to 0. hd by k, it is equals to function of bracket Cp mu by k d raised to cube into bracket delta t into beta into g divided by nu raised to square, where Nusselt number hd by k is the Nusselt number, Cp mu by k is the Prandtl number, and delta t into beta into g into t d raised to cube divided by nu square, it is called as a Grashof number. It is denoted by letter gr. So above relation we generally expressed like Nusselt number is the function of Prandtl number and Grashof number. The constants c and compound, these are the exponents a and b, are determined to the experiments. A, B, C, D, these are the exponents. So from this video, we have seen the derivation of dimensional analysis of the free convection. So thank you.